Hello everyone and welcome to my coloring corner. Today is Monday and it's been a Monday. So today I will be continuing in the Mythographic Artist Vault. We will be using three pencils, the Nyoni 10, 11, and 12. And we will be continuing on from Saturday's page in pink. So that is what we're doing today. Fun, fun. Hello, Celine. Hello, Britt. Hello, Dawn. Hello, Kim. And hello, everyone out there in Lurker land. I appreciate y'all hanging out. Yeah, it's turning out pretty cool. I did finish up the records that were in the background that I said that I would finish up. Today we're going to work on this part and hopefully finish it off. Hopefully. So I'm going to zoom you in. Hold your hats. And we're going to move it up. Don't you start with me. And hopefully we don't end up with a large amount of zoom in, zoom outs. Hello, Sue. Hello. I already said hello to Kim. Absolutely lurk away. I know it's late for some of you and it's cold and absolutely lurk away. So we're going to put a base color of the light pink. So this is number 11 if you're coloring along. I hope everyone is doing well today. Yeah, very cold. I was watching the weather before I came in because, I have to leave the house really early in the morning now. So I was watching the weather to see what kind of time frame I need to leave tomorrow. And it said that it was going to be very cold on the East Coast. I watch it also so that I know what's going to happen at work. Because we get a lot of people that drop their phone when it's icy. Hello, Angela. Good evening. Hello, butterflies. Yeah, yeah. I saw there was a lot of school closures going to be happening tomorrow. It's going to get cold out there. So I'm just going to do these three first of all, and then we'll move into the darker colors. That way we're not coloring the same color all day. I'm going to look at this as a decorative piece to the record player and not mandala like at all. Not too worried about going over too many of the details because I'm going to make them pop with the other colors. Yeah, yeah, I understand that. All right, now I'm using number 12. And we're going to put in that shadow area. You can have the winter that's about to hit the East Coast. I'm quite sure they will gladly give it to you. And that was a little bit of number 11. We're going to come in here. Yeah, yeah. It was when I went out this morning, I had to defrost the car. Just going to come through here. Need to take the eraser to that part. Just going to bring that shadow up from the curve. Yeah, I would too. It's cold here, but it's not snowing or anything, so that's the only saving grace for going to work is not having to deal with snow. Okay, I'm going to put some shadow on the little bits, make them stand out. Like so. Then we're going to take that medium color and we're going to do this larger area here. Yeah, it's been a while since I had my hair done. I keep on thinking about it and then I end up putting it off. And that is why my hair is as long as it is, because I keep putting it off. Yeah, I go to bed really early now so that I can get enough sleep. Otherwise, I am not going to be a nice person to deal with on a daily basis. Hello, Catherine. Hello, Callie. Hello, Nessa. Hopefully, I didn't miss anybody else. I hope you are all doing well. Welcome. Come down through here. Hopefully, you're all staying safe with the winter storms that are rolling through if you're in them. Norm! Well, I'm glad that you're feeling that way. That means that everybody is making you feel welcome because everybody's welcome on the corner. That did not sound right. I'm just going to go back to my coloring because that sounded wrong. Like I said, I'm just going to go back over here because obviously I should not talk today. No, it does not. It's not that type of corner. And I knew as soon as I said it there was going to be trouble. I liked Cheers. It was a good show. It was a good show to clean the dishes. I used to watch it when I was doing the housework. Well, listen to it while I was doing the housework. Yeah, I have it on my wish list. I do not have it though. I'm really enjoying the paper in this book, though. It feels kind of smooth, but I am getting a lot of layerability on it. So, oh, oh shoot. Somebody told me the last stream too, and do you think my brain could recall it? No. The gramophone part. That's what it is. It's a gramophone. I remembered. Which is amazing because my brain is you know post work mode of yeah, I'm not thinking anymore. I've had to think all day. I'm not doing it anymore. Prismas do not work well on smooth paper. They work really, really bad in serene. Well, at least for me they do anyway. But then again, Prismas don't work well for me most of the time, so. Okay, good to know. Like I said, I don't personally have the book, so I wouldn't be able to tell you. But that tells me that the paper in the book is quite um, nicely textured. That's the word I'm looking for. It has good tooth. And I'm just using the light pink to blend the pinks in. All the little tiny dots I'm going to use a white gel pen on. Yeah, sometimes they're no, I have not had any good luck with Serene and Prismas. Sometimes the higher quality books are few and far between with the quality paper. There's been a bit of a paper shortage in several different areas of the world, so different areas have had different artists have had to go with a lower quality of paper because of the shortage. And hopefully that will soon come to an end, but the world is full of surprises these days. Everything's more expensive and nothing seems to be going down in price. So, yes, in the nice little town books, not very good. No. Um, I do find that on Amazon paper they do seem to work a little bit better, but there are certain books from Amazon that are a higher quality of paper than others that they do seem to not like. So it all depends upon how you use them as well. If you're really heavy-handed, they probably work really well. I'm not extremely heavy-handed, so they don't like me much. Yes, the Brute Funers work great. Nice little town. Going down with that medium pink, which is number 12. Coming up through the shadow areas here. This book is the Mythographic Artist Vault. I'll wait for that to catch up. This is the book that I'm doing mostly, well, I'm going to try to do all just monotone, one color per page, well, one color family per page. Pinks, yellows, blues, greens, grays. It's a bit of a challenge, especially with it being a mythographic, because mythographics are quite detailed. So trying to make sure that you don't lose the colors altogether could be, does feel a little daunting in some areas, but we will get it. There's a couple of times I've wanted to go back over it with a different color. Oh, there's a lot of pages. This one is available at walmart.com. I can look in the back and see if there's a list of the pages, but this one doesn't have the same kind of listing as other mythographics. So I will take a look and see here in just a second. And the paper is really, really nice. I know it has a list number on the book somewhere. I'm not seeing it. Yeah, I'm not seeing how many pages there is. I've colored 3 so far. This is number 4. Yeah, a lot of pages, and the paper is really thick, so it's really nice. It's a nice hardcover book, and for the money, it's a really nice book. Well, Shannon has a 3 pencil challenge, and somebody in the community that comes into Discord asked me to, the next page I do in this book, to do it in pink. So when I saw Shannon was doing a 3 pencil challenge, uh, this book and pink just jumped out at me. So I'm just using the three pencils, 10, 11, and 12 in the Nyonis. You can use the 10, 11, and 12 in the Mark Art as well. They are the same colored pencils. So they have the same colors. Okay. Yeah, you can use random number generator, or you can just pick a color. Um, you can pick a color family and use all of the colors in that family, or you can just pick a color and go with a light, medium, dark of that color, and off you go. Which is pretty much what I did here, is I just took a light, medium, and dark of the pink that I was using that I was going to use. So yes. Blind picking. No. Although I have considered it. And I may at some point do that. Just not today. Just laying the light pink down. And then we'll work on the water that's coming out. And we'll get that done as well. Yeah, me too. Yeah. Although the next one that I do in here is going to be gray. So I'm going to use a couple of different grays. There's a page before this one that is Wales. And I'm going to choose a couple of different grays and work with that. Gray is great because gray has many different colors in it depending upon the set you have. And well, I have a lot of sets. So you can end up with a green gray or a blue gray, or you know, a cold gray, a warm gray. Gray is a fantastic color, which does have lots of different availabilities in different sets. So it makes coloring these types of pages a little bit easier. That was a sepia page, and that was in, I do believe, a Kirby book. It was a sandcastle page. I do believe it's in a Kirby book. I will have to look. It might be Mytho, but I think it's in Kirby's. It might be a Mytho though. I think, no, it is a Mythographic. It's in Wild Summer, I do believe. Now you got me curious, so now I gotta look. So I will be leaving that there for a second. Brown is not actually difficult to do. I did this page that we're talking about here in in shades of sepia. I only used one pencil on the entire page. I think it's in Wild Summer, but it could be in Voyage. But now I gotta find it because now I gotta know. Because it was an awesome page. There it is. It is in Wild Summer. So just give me a second. I'm going to zoom this out. And there's the sepia page. Yeah, use colors you don't like in small spaces. But I wanted to do it in sepia because I really like the page and I thought it would look awesome in that old photograph kind of coloring. So that's why I chose to do it in sepia. So that's the sepia page. And we're going to zoom back in. Try to do it slow so I don't bug anybody's eyes out. All right. Yeah, if you look at really old photographs from, back when way back when they first started doing photographic things, a lot of the old pictures are in that sepia coloring. So that's what I wanted to have it look like. I have a disc one. I also have a steel or metal um, wire bound one. And I like them both. I like the disc one for books that I prefer to take the pages out because I do find that with some books, especially large pages that take a lot of pressures to get your colors where you want them to be, I do find that I prefer to have a binding that I can take the pages out with. Yeah, mine isn't a cinch, but yes, that is one of the brands is the cinch is one of the types of disc binding or one of the binders. I don't have a cinch on either of the binders. Mine is just cheap. The cheaper the better. Well, hurry back. Let the doggies out. Thank you. So I'm just going back and forth between the medium and the dark, building up a shadow under the water area here as well as under the bird. because we want it to stand out. We don't want it to blend into the pink of the bird a whole lot. We want the bird's shadow to show. Plus the curvature of the gramophone itself. Yeah, I had a lot of fun doing that beach page. Okay. I need to sharpen my tip here just so I can get a little bit closer to the bird. I think it'll be okay though. Hopefully the mic isn't really silent, really quiet today. I did hear from some people that on Saturday I was a little bit low in the volume, so hopefully it's a little bit better today. And I am going to come through on these little dots and add some white with a gel pen just to make them stand out a little bit. Right. So who's tired of pink? How many people have I bored to death with pink? Telling you, the next page I color may not have any pink in it. Yeah, the disc binder that I bought from Staples on sale really cheap. So it's supposed to be a really expensive one, but it was the last one in the store, and they had I think 75% off sale on it. It's like, yoink. Yes, please. I will like that. All right, Nessa, have a great night and get some sleep. Enjoy your rest, dear. I know what it means to have to get up early, unfortunately. So my schedule is on my regular schedule now, so I'm leaving the house at approximately 5:30 a.m. I left early today and was informed by my boss that yeah, I can't come in as early as I want to. Because when I start is when the building is open. So yeah, I was told that I was there too early. Hello, Bonnie. I am sorry if I missed you come in. Ooh, no fun. No fun. And hello, Bob. And anyone else out there in Lurker Lurker land? I'm so glad you guys actually hang out and lurk and listen because, tells me that you guys are enjoying the quietness. Oh, is it acting up again? Sorry about that. Every once in a while it'll do that, and I think it's because I still have OBS downloaded. So hopefully it's clear now. Is it all better, Bonnie? I'm going to try not to move so you can get it focused. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go through at some point this week, hopefully before Saturday stream, and un take the OBS off and maybe redo Windows. Awesome. Okay. I'm glad that it fixed itself. It's really annoying. It's driving me nuts. Like I have the autofocus off and it just decides that it's going to do autofocusing for no particular reason other than to drive me crazy. So I may have to reinstall Windows. It's been doing that ever since I did a Windows update and it did not like the Windows update. All right. Which is driving me cray cray. The one thing that I have noticed since I started working is I don't have as much time as I want to have in the craft room, which is normal. I understand it's normal. It's just not what I prefer. Not complaining and just saying I would prefer a little more time in the craft room, but I need to sleep. Now that I am on the earlier shift, I will be getting home earlier, which means that hopefully I will get more craft room time. Hello, Alex. I'm not even awake at midnight, Bonnie. I think they're feeding themselves. I'm just saying. I feel like an old lady. I go to bed at like 8:45. Good night, Dawn. There's never enough time in the craft room. You are correct, Brett. Lately, there's some days that I feel like there's just not enough time for anything. But it is what it is, and this is the adjustments we make when we decide to be an adult and get a job. Hello, Frederica. I hope you aren't too cold. Saw horrible storms out there, so. Welcome back, Sue. And a little cold out there, huh? It has been chilly in the morning here. One thing I will say is I am happy to have a mattress warmer on my bed because for somebody that never used to get cold, I do get cold very, very easily nowadays. And I never used to get cold. When I do get cold, it's a really bitter, to the bone kind of cold. So the mattress warmer keeps me from shivering all night. Now I'm using the lighter pink to blend and bring those colors together. Yeah, no, that's cold. That is very, very cold. Yeah, no, no, we can do without that wind chill, thanks. Too cold. It's been clear and dry here, but it's at night it gets really bird. Feels very cold at night. Hello, Becky. Welcome, welcome. Oh, yeah. I would say it's on I'm glad it's on a 2-hour delay. I would not want you walking to school in that kind of weather. That is just too cold. I'd be worried about you. Your poor fingers. Yeah, I bet. Oh, yeah, that's too cold, guys. That's way too cold. All right, I'm going to turn the book so I can get the right directions on the shadows here. Yeah, just normal Michigan weather. Lake Michigan, maybe. Yeah, I'm from the warm side of Canada. I'm gonna take that medium pink. So what else, what is everybody else coloring this week? Who's finishing Shannon's prompts? Yep, yep. He said, "Nope, this is just not for me. Thanks." I used to worry about Shyla going out in the cold to go potty. I would hate to see her in you know the weather out there. She would have loved it, mind you. I was always worried about her getting too cold and freezing to death, but she would have loved it. Though as she was getting older, she did like to come in back inside and sit as close to as the warm spots as possible. Ooh, yeah, no, no. Ooh, coloring a Kirby. Yeah, yeah, I need to color more Kirby. I need to color more, period. Not just Kirby. I need to color lots of everything. I was thinking I colored so many portraits last year. I should really concentrate on other things this year and not color so many portraits. But there's so many pretty portraits out there. I want to color them all. With as many of Lana Green's that I did last year, because I finished that entire Lana Green book. That was what, 32 portraits? In Twilight Garden. Yeah, I don't blame you there, Callie. Although people in Florida said that, they'd stay in Florida, and Florida is getting some cold weather. And they are not used to it. Thank you, Frederica. Yeah, that nest was awesome, Sue. The ice nest with the ice birds. Oh, it was really, really cool. I love the color variations in the bird. It was white, but it wasn't white all at the same time. It looked really cool. I would think Florida would be a lot more humid, but I know that up in Pensacola area, up at the top of Florida, they're actually going to get snow. Oh, that's awesome. A great place to get some inspiration. Yeah, they're going to get snow there. They're going to get snow in New Orleans. A lot of snow up on that area that doesn't normally get any snow. It's like that's just craziness to me. Pretty soon it's going to be snowing in the Bahamas. Just going around everything there. Yeah, that is true, Callie. With the fires out there, I would not want it to rain too heavily right now. Okay, then we're just going to blend it with the light pink. All right. I don't think so. I'm kind of afraid to ask. Just saying. The way you're saying that, it just doesn't sound good to me. Oh, that one. Okay, yeah. All right, so we've got one more piece of the gramophone to do. Sorry about the blur from me moving my hand across there. So we've got this piece here left to do, then we've got the water coming out of it and the piece that comes down. And then we've got what looks like some bushes and some reeds, some hot dogs on a stick is what we used to call them. Hello, Deborah. Thank you. All right. some reason it feels like it's almost like the AC is on or something in my room. Keep on getting these blasts of cold air. I really hope the AC isn't on. That would just be silly and very wasteful. I think it's fine. I think you can re-add that definition if you need to. Just enjoy the coloring. Don't worry about how other people see it. Just enjoy how you're doing it. Yeah, it's chilly. I have the blinds closed, so you would think that I wouldn't get as much of a draft, but for some reason I'm getting a pretty good draft. It's very strange. Like I said, it almost feels like the AC is on. And I know it's not, because if it is, we've got an issue. We've got some problems. Oh, you are fine. Your coloring is wonderful. He's just trying to give you some constructive criticism. I can't say it's perfectly good criticism, but he's at least trying. All right. Hello, Allison. Greetings, greetings, and happy Monday to you too. Yeah, it's very possible. Tis very possible. Not used to this much draftiness in here. Like I said, it kind of feels like the AC is on, which would just be silliness. Like I'm wearing a sweater and I want to go get another one. Exactly. Exactly, Deb. You know, when people have constructive criticism, if they can't show you how to fix it, then they should just hush their lips. Yeah. That's the next step there, Catherine. If hubby does it again, say, okay, well, show me how to fix it. He will never give you criticism again. Yep, exactly. I know where I've messed up. Just leave me be. You can't tell, so, 9 times out of 10, nobody else can tell where you've messed up. Well, where you think you've messed up. I know a lot of my colorings, I look at them going, okay, well, I messed up that, and I messed up that, and nobody else can see it. I can see it because, I fixate on it, but that's just who I am. Me, the worst critic ever for myself. Right. Just going to get this part done and then we'll move on to the water. Right. Yeah, once you put it up on the wall, you can stand back away from it and look at it, and you don't see the mistakes nearly as badly. I have started putting my work up on the wall. I have a couple of frames that I can put my work in, and right now I have the Santa Claus picture that I did, the Ruth Sanderson Santa Claus picture, and I have Ruth Sanderson's Cinderella currently because both of them are shiny. Both of them have glitter, so I kept them up because, glitter is always best. Now I'm not going to put the light pink in this area because this area I want to be very shadowed. So I'm going to use that medium pink instead of the light pink. And then the dark. Like so. Enjoy the lurk mode. Alright, so there's that part done. Now we're going to do the water. And then we're going to move on to, I think, the bulrushes here. And then we'll start doing some of the bushes and other water areas if we have time. So this here is water. I'm going to try to make sure I'm on screen. Yeah, your coloring is absolutely gorgeous, so. And Bob's drawing is fantastic. And his coloring has gotten so good too. And the paintings you guys were doing were awesome. Everyone is so talented in this community. Whether they be broadcasters or audience, all of you have just so much talent. Sharpen this again. I think I'm going to do it by hand though. Just because I want a sharp tip, but I don't want to completely sharpen the that's got something stuck in it. Where's all my little sharpeners? That's erasers. I have an entire bucket full of sharpeners. Do you think I know where they all are? Nope. But I found them, so it's okay. Okay, so I want a really, really, really thin edge to this. And then as we get further up into this water spout, we're going to use the medium pink for the shadow instead of the dark pink for the turning of the water. I'm just going to put a light hand here just to put the shadow of the bird. Make sure it's prominent there. Oh, that's awesome. I can't wait to see them. Alright, so we're going to take the medium now and we're going to come in to those shadowy areas here and up here. Down behind the neck. And as we get further out of the edge of the gramophone here, we're going to start putting less of a hand on it. So we're going to lighten our hand, which is still going to give us a little bit of that medium tone, but it's going to be a lot less as we get further into the air area where that light is going to be reflecting all the way through it. And we'll come back through with some white and put those air bubbles back in and put a little bit of foam the on the twists and turns. I'm going to take a little bit of this darker color. Just put a little bit more of a shadow here. I'm going very lightly with my hand, so not to make it too dark. Down here we're just pressing a little bit harder. And this is all water here, like so. I am sure I will. I have really enjoyed his drawings. He's been doing so good with his drawings and his paintings. Right, then I'm just going to come back through with that light pink. And this is what we're going to use for our blender. And we will come back through with some white and put some foam in the creases areas so that it stands out from the bird. And from the gramophone itself. Okay, this autofocus is driving me nutty. Turn that on, turn that off. Maybe it'll stay off now. Of course not. You gonna stay off now? Okay. This camera is driving me batty. Which is really, really sucky because this is a really good camera. And I think it's OBS that's doing it. So I'm hoping if I remove OBS, it will correct itself. That's what I'm hoping. Yeah, they do. They have so much talent between them. It's phenomenal. All right, and so we're going to leave that bit of water like that. And then we're going to come down here and we're going to do these brushes the same way as we did the ones on the other side here. And then we're going to start working on some of the bushes and some of the other water. Yeah, they're having a hissy fit with each other and just not behaving. And they really need to before I get irritated with them. Come down with the dark into these small ones. Just so they stand out against the rest of the bird and the records here. Sorry, concentration. It's hard to see little tiny areas sometimes. Sometimes it's hard to see them until you start coloring them. I'm telling you, I'm going to have to buy some new pinks for my Nyonis. The dark pink is starting to get really short. Usually all three of them are starting to get kind of short. I can still hold them so they're still good. But the great thing is that I've chosen something that is going to work well for the pencils. So that they're not going to waste as much. Alright, and I did a boo-boo, so I'm going to erase it. And another one down here. And here. And I know it doesn't make a whole lot of difference because we're going to be blending it with the other pink, but I didn't want it to be too dark. Hello, Dion. How are you? I hope you are doing well. Hopefully the kiddo is feeling better. Thank you. I'm glad that he's getting better. And I'm glad you're doing okay. I know how stressed you've been, so it's good to hear that you're doing better. And I figured you'd like the page since it was all pink. Oh, thanks, Britt. You all take really good care of me too, so all of you all make life better every single day, so there we go. Okay, color in here. Okay, and then we're going to take our medium pink and we're just going to come in and we're just going to fill in a few of the lighter areas on these thicker stalks. Like so. Alright, so there's our bulrushes. Now we're going to work on some of the water. Oh, that's wonderful. So we're going to start at the bottom of the page and work our way up. So I'm going to zoom it down a little bit. Wrong way. There we go. And I'm going to bring it out just a touch. There we go. So we're going to start down here at the bottom and then we're going to work our way up. So there's a plate down here that's the base of the record player. So we're going to start there. And we're going to color this in with our light pink. Now I thought about doing this whole area with a gel stick, but I don't want to go against the 3 pencils, so I'm just going to color it in very, very lightly and then we're going to build that color up, okay? So I'm just holding the pencil at the very back of the pencil and putting that layer of light pink down. Going right over top of the water droplets that are there. I'm going to be adding some white to those. -18. No, thank you. You guys, yeah, no. Uh-uh. But Dion does live in Minnesota, so just saying. Now I'm using the medium pink, and we're going to start putting in that shadow, that depth. Yeah, I bet she is. She gets to stay home. Well, I'm glad that she gets to stay home. That's one less thing to worry about. There's nothing worse than being afraid of whether or not your child's going to make it home from school because of the snow. We don't get a whole lot of snow out here, but it always terrified me when I had to send them to school and there was snow on the ground. Not like they had to stay long. Schools out here see one snowflake and they're saying, "Oh, it's snow day." No snow, just really cold. But still, really cold is really cold. You don't want to be out in it. Temperatures like that can cause a lot of black ice, so I would not want anything to do with being on the road in it. I've never been to Minnesota beyond the airport, so I'm not sure how their weather goes. But I know out here we get a lot of black ice if it gets too cold. Yeah, that's what I thought. I don't trust anybody driving in black ice. Not very few people can control their vehicle when once they hit that ice. And I don't want to be behind any of them that can or can't. Okay. Yeah, painfully cold. No, thank you. I'm whining and it's warm warmish in here. I just keep on getting this weird cold draft. I don't know why, but yeah. I don't think my ceiling fan's on. I figured I'd better check and make sure. No, it's not, but yeah, it definitely does feel like it is. Wondering if maybe my window got open or something. I'll have to look at it after stream and make sure it's closed and locked. Oh, I hope so. I hope everybody out there is able to maintain a good warm temperature and not be in danger, because cold temperatures like that are very dangerous. You guys may be used to it, but I know it's still pretty dangerous. So yeah, that is true. That is true. I don't mind being cold. Um, I just when I get a cold breeze on me or a cold chill, it takes me a lot longer than it used to shake it off and to warm back up. I think it's just from age and the different things that are wrong with my body have decided, yeah, you don't like cold anymore. Stop it. Because I used to prefer it to be cold. I used to prefer it to be 60, 65 in the house, and if not cooler. I think hubby and I agreed on 65 so that he wasn't freezing to get death and I wasn't cooking to death. But even now, 65 is a little chilly for me, which is weird because it used to be my perfect temperature. Let's get these shadows in here. Yeah, yeah. During the day, because nobody's home, um, I try to keep it, 68, 67. But at night when I'm sleeping, because I can't sleep if it's too warm. I wake up every 30 minutes, deciding whether or not I want the blankets on me. I do try to keep it at around 65. But even then, some nights I wake up and I'm just cold, which is weird for me. Bob is quite happy with it because, then I turn on the heat, make him warm. But you are correct, Dion. Sometimes it is a lot better to be cold and be able to put more blankets on the bed or more sweaters on the body than it is to be, 100 degrees and dying from heat exhaustion because you can't take any more clothes off. So I definitely do agree with you. I get overheated way too quickly too. This getting old really kind of sucks. now we've got that part done. We're going to take that dark, we're going to come in here. And we'll come in with some white areas as well, just to show that this is water. It's pink water, but it's water. Yep, exactly. I'd rather put stuff on than try to take it off. Because there's only so much you can legally take off in public, I'm just saying. All right. Okay, so we're going to do the water all the same way. I'm just going to do a couple of these leafy areas here, and then you will know how things are. I'm going to come through and do some white as well, so you know how the white's going to go, okay? And then we will call it an evening so that I can get my took us to bed so that I'm not sleeping in the morning and being late for work because we don't want that. So this here is bush back here. And through here. Just going to make sure that we get that filled in so that I don't lose where it is. Because I will. I'll look at it going, what was I thinking? Oh yeah, that's a bush there. And unlike the bulrushes where we did dark and medium, we're going to do light and medium on the bushes here. Just going to fill this all in because the bushes go all the way up there. So I'm going to assume that this is all bushy area here. All right. And then we're going to take our medium. Yeah, there's just only so much you can take off. I am really hoping that the office has air conditioning this summer. That's all I'm saying. Because I may not be a very happy person if I have to, you know, work in 100-degree temperatures with no air conditioning. Just coming in here and putting in the shadows. And I'm using a fairly light hand. I want that contrast to be there, but I don't want it to be really heavy because I want the bulrushes to stand out in front of it. Good night, Dion. Yeah, I'm glad you were able to hang out for a little bit. I hope you get some rest, dear. Fall asleep. It's okay. We don't mind. I know it's been a rough couple of a couple of weeks for you, so. Okay, just filling this in here. Just softening it up as I move into that lighter area. And same with up here. Like so. And then up here on the leafy area, I'm going to take the dark pink and go into the light pink with it. I need that a little bit sharper. That's better. All right. And just so you all know, for those of you that come and hang out on Saturday after stream, I am going to be doing a change to that. I won't be hanging out Saturday after stream. Because of the fact that I am working now, it's a little bit more difficult because I'm working a different schedule than Bob is. It's a little more difficult for us to get as much time together as a married couple should. So Saturday is married couple day. So I'm going to do stream and then I'm going to hang out with Bob and we're going to go do things and you know just do things together like we used to before, COVID and all that fun stuff interrupted our daily routine. And then I ended up opening a channel and coming and hanging out with all you all, which is fine, and I enjoy doing that. So I'm not canceling Saturday. Saturday is still going to be hanging out with you guys in the morning, but Saturday afternoon I'm going to reserve for hanging out with the hubby because we don't get to hang out nearly as much as we used to in the evenings after work because yeah, my work schedule is crazy. For the benefit of my marriage, I need to spend time with my hubby. All right, so that is that. Now I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with the water. I just need to grab a white gel pen. And I did go through on Saturday, this last weekend, and clean up my art space. So I actually have a clean desk, amazingly. All right, so we're going to take a white gel pen and we're going to come through and we're going to fill in the water areas with all the bubbles. Now, of course, I still will be doing the Thursday afternoon hangout. And what that is on Thursday between 3, well, anytime after 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. There's a group of us that hang out in the Discord and just sit there and chat and color and just have a bit of a hangout. So of course, all of you are welcome to join us for that. And I will be doing that on Thursdays, so that's not going to change. So if you want to come and hang out, you are welcome to join us. Now this part here, I'm going to put some little edge on there where it's coming up against the feathers, just so it looks like a little bit of foam coming through. You guys probably can't even see what I'm doing. Sorry. So the Thursday hangout is at 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. Anytime after that. We usually hang out most of the evening into the night for most people. So it won't be as late as it used to be because I will need to go to bed by 9 o'clock Pacific Time. So it won't be as late as it used to be, but only by about an hour. So and that's on the Discord channel. If you don't have the Discord, just type in !Discord and that will give you a link to the channel. If you have any difficulties getting it to work, just send me a message on either Facebook or on Instagram, and I will be happy to help you. Just remember, I will be at work from Monday through Friday, and I may get back to you a little bit later, depending on what time I get home from work. Just coming up with the edges here, doing some white for that foamy look on the edges of the water. Then same thing over here. We're going to come in through here and do a couple of the ripples. And if you come in and we're chatting or there's a group of people in there talking, don't hesitate to say hello. Nobody's going to get upset with you being there. We're all there to hang out, so make sure that if you do jump in, that you say hi. And if you need any help, mostly everybody that's in there can help. So, all right. So that is what we're doing with that. So as you can see, there's a lot more of the white there, which is going to make it stand out a little bit more. Thank you, Mona, and hello, Mona. Thank you very much for lurking. All right, I'm going to zoom this out for y'all. Not quite that far. Let's zoom it out so that you can actually see the picture. So there we have it so far. I will finish up the background here and the water. The water I'm going to do the same way that we did the water here. I'm going to add some of that white. I may actually take some white gouache because it is showing the pink is showing through the white gel pen. So I might take some white gouache and fill that in. Thank you. All right, so that is what it's going to look like. Like I said, I am going to finish up these areas here with the branches and the bushes. And then the background is all going to be the light pink and with little bits of the water floating off in little bubbles coming through, okay? And that is going to be it. And as soon as I do finish it, I will post it on Instagram. I still have to do the background on the Christine Caron page. I am hesitant on whether or not it needs it, but I think I want to go with a little bit of a gray blue color for the background just to make her stand out a little bit. So I think that's what we are going to do at some point this week, and I will get that done. All right, guys, I thank you so much for coming and hanging out with me. I definitely do appreciate you all hanging and, letting me know that I'm not alone in this world because some days, I'm telling you, some days, especially when I have had grumpy, grumpy, grumpy people, it's good to be able to sit down and spend some time coloring with you all. So I do appreciate you hanging out with me. Until Saturday, of course, I will be in the Discord on Thursday, so if you want to come hang out, you are more than welcome to. And everybody is welcome. If you have any issues, like I said before, make sure that you message me and I will do my best to walk you through it. Yeah, it happens. It happens. All right, guys, with that, always remember to like, comment, and subscribe to any YouTube artist that you enjoy. And of course, always remember to relax, color, and stay safe, everyone. Until next time, bye bye for now.